19-year-old Aaron had always dreamt of a life beyond the confines of his small town. He longed for the bustling streets of a big city, the allure of a prestigious university, and the promise of a brighter future. His sights were set on America, the land of opportunity. There was just one problem. Aaron was a mediocre student with little interest in the rigors of academia. He knew his grades wouldn't get him into a top-tier university, but Aaron was determined. He was convinced that he was destined for greatness, and he wouldn't let a few bad grades stand in his way. And so, he decided to take a shortcut, a dangerous path paved with deceit and fueled by desperation. Aaron's journey into the abyss of deception began with a forged high school transcript. Armed with a scanner, a printer, and a healthy dose of audacity, he inflated his grades, transforming himself from an average student into a star pupil. To further bolster his application, he created a fictitious online persona, complete with glowing recommendations from non-existent teachers. He even used ChatGPT, an advanced AI chatbot, to write a heartfelt and compelling cover letter, pouring his fabricated ambitions and aspirations onto the digital page. With each keystroke, Aaron was building a house of cards, an impressive facade that belied the emptiness within. Aaron's carefully constructed facade of academic excellence earned him acceptance into a prestigious university on the East Coast, but his deceit didn't end there. Driven by a potent cocktail of ambition and fear, he doubled down on his lies. He concocted a sob story, a tale of financial hardship designed to tug at the heartstrings of the university's scholarship committee. He claimed that his family had fallen on hard times, that they were struggling to make ends meet, and that without financial assistance, his dreams of attending university would be dashed. The scholarship committee, moved by Aaron's apparent plight, awarded him a full scholarship, covering his tuition, room, and board. It was a life-changing opportunity, a golden ticket to a brighter future. But instead of feeling gratitude, Aaron felt a surge of exhilaration, a thrill at having pulled off the ultimate con. He had successfully gamed the system, outsmarted the gatekeepers of higher education. He was living a lie, but a lie that afforded him the comfort and privilege he had always craved. Life in America was everything Aaron had ever dreamed of and more. He reveled in his newfound freedom, the vibrant campus life, and the endless possibilities that lay before him. He made friends, joined clubs, and even managed to maintain a respectable GPA, albeit through continued academic dishonesty. He became a master of deception, effortlessly juggling his double life. But beneath the veneer of success, a seed of guilt began to germinate within him. The weight of his lies, the constant fear of exposure, and the nagging feeling that he didn't deserve any of it chipped away at his conscience. Aaron's nights were plagued by insomnia, his dreams haunted by visions of his elaborate web of lies unraveling around him. He started having panic attacks, his heart pounding in his chest like a drum as he imagined the consequences of his actions. The guilt was eating him alive, slowly but surely poisoning his carefully constructed reality. He was trapped in a gilded cage of his own making, yearning for a way out, yet paralyzed by fear. One sleepless night consumed by guilt and despair, Aaron stumbled upon a subreddit dedicated to confessions. Drawn in by the anonymity it offered, he felt an overwhelming urge to unburden himself. He poured his heart out, confessing his sins to a community of strangers, his words tumbling onto the screen like water bursting from a dam. He detailed his elaborate scheme, holding nothing back, his shame and remorse palpable in every sentence. He wrote about the fake transcript, the fabricated hardship story, and the countless lies he had told to maintain his charade. He expressed remorse for his actions, acknowledging the unfair advantage he had taken and the potential consequences he faced. He even offered to turn himself in, seeking redemption for his sins. He hit the post button, his confession disappearing into the vast digital ether, a single raindrop in a sea of secrets. What Aaron hadn't anticipated was the vigilance of the online community. A moderator of the subreddit, struck by the specificity and detail of his confession, decided to investigate. They cross-referenced Aaron's story with online databases, meticulously piecing together the fragments of his fabricated life. It didn't take long for them to find discrepancies, inconsistencies that poked holes in Aaron's carefully woven tapestry of lies. The moderator, armed with irrefutable evidence, contacted the university, blowing the lid off Aaron's meticulously constructed world. The news of Aaron's deception sent shockwaves through the university campus. Whispers of his fraudulent activities spread like wildfire, his name becoming synonymous with betrayal and deceit. The university, once charmed by his fabricated tale of ambition, now felt cheated, their trust shattered. They launched a full-scale investigation, determined to uncover the extent of Aron's lies and hold him accountable for his actions. The evidence against Aron was overwhelming. The university expelled him immediately, stripping him of his scholarship and demanding he repay the funds he had fraudulently obtained. But the consequences of his actions extended far beyond the hallowed halls of academia. The authorities were involved now, and Aron found himself facing federal charges for fraud and identity theft. He was arrested, his American dream turning into a nightmare. Aron's case became a cautionary tale, splashed across newspapers and debated on television screens. Some condemned him as a cunning con artist, while others saw him as a victim of his own ambition, a young man who had made a series of terrible decisions. Through it all, Aron remained silent, his fate hanging in the balance. He had confessed his sins online, seeking redemption, but instead, he found himself facing the full force of the law. Aron's dreams of a bright future in America lay in ruins. He was found guilty of all charges, his pleas for leniency falling on deaf ears. The judge, while acknowledging his remorse, emphasized the severity of his actions, highlighting the need for deterrence. Aron was sentenced to time served, but his punishment went far beyond a few months behind bars. He was deported back to his home country, forever barred from returning to the United States. Aron's story serves as a potent reminder of the importance of honesty and integrity. His journey, fueled by ambition and marred by deceit, highlights the allure of shortcuts and the steep price of ethical transgressions. In a world often obsessed with success, his downfall underscores the enduring value of truth and the profound consequences of sacrificing one's integrity for personal gain. Aron's story is a cautionary tale, a stark reminder that the path to true success is paved with hard work, perseverance, and an unwavering commitment to ethical conduct.